them up. The rules are pretty big, though I know one box won't be enough for all 5 Riggins brothers, as well as Sawyer and Layla. Grant and Marshall might have had a taste here, but they won't stop there. I don't know how all 5 of them stay in such great shape, considering how often they stop here for a treat. Not that I'm complaining. Daily eye candy is not exactly a hardship. However, there are only 2 brothers who are available. Marshall, the youngest, who is my age, and Conrad, who is 2 years older than me. I feel guilty ogling the others because I love their wives, and well, Aurora is my sister, and I can't be creeping on her man no matter how innocent it is.
I need to get to the office,
Grant tells my sister.
You pick a date yet?
He asks her, kissing the tip of her nose. She throws her head back in laughter. You asked me that this morning before I left for work.
Dude, you were up at the ass crack of dawn just to ask her if she set a date yet?
Marshall asks. By the tone of his voice and the pained expression on his face, he clearly doesn't feel like that's something he would do.
Just wait, little brother.
Grant smiles easily.
You're going to find her, and you'll realize that you'll do anything for a few more minutes of her time, and to get her to set a wedding date.
Go to work. Aurora pushes at his chest. He doesn't budge as he leans in and presses his lips to hers.
Love you, Rory,
he says softly, before tossing some cash on the counter and grabbing one of the 2 boxes. Marshall takes the other. I know he's your fiancé, and I respect that, but damn, I love to watch those brothers leave, I say, admiring the view. Definitely a sight to behold, Aurora agrees. So, on a serious note, what are you thinking? Let's talk wedding. You know Grant's not going to stop asking until you decide. Well, I was thinking about Valentine's Day. I nod. Okay, we can work with that. It's what, 5 months from now? Yes. And you haven't told your fiancé this because, I inquire. Is it too cheesy to be married on Valentine's Day? Depends. Do you have a reason for the date? If it's because it's the day of love, then yes, I might say it's cheesy. No, nothing like that. Well, Valentine's Day was when we became official, the day we made it clear that neither of us was seeing anyone else. Aw. Stop. She shakes her head in amusement. What? I think it's sweet. Do you have a location in mind? Yes. Are you going to tell me, or were you planning on making me guess? The cabin in the Smokies. Let me guess, because that's where he asked you to marry him. Yes. I love it. You need to tell him, and Mom, and Lena, and Sawyer, and Layla. We have planning to do and only 5 months to do it in. I don't want anything elaborate. Just a small ceremony at the cabin with our families. He's going to be fine with whatever it is you want. You know that, right? I do. This is a big decision. No, dear sister. The big decision was agreeing to marry him. Everything else is just logistics. You love him. He loves you. The day is about that love, nothing more, nothing less. Look at you, my little sister giving me such profound advice. I may be younger, but always wiser, I chuckle, tapping my index finger to my temple. When is my wise sister going to take some of her own advice and find a man to make a big decision with? I shrug. Time will tell. What happened to that Rick guy you went out with a couple of weeks ago? He was a dud. He still lives in his parents' basement, and his mom does his laundry. Is there a reason for that? Is he in school? Building his own home? Working 3 jobs? I love that she always tries to find the good in people, even after everything she's been through. Nope. Nothing other than he's a lazy ass. He bragged about not having to do anything or pay bills. I'm out on that. Sounds like you dodged a bullet with that one. I'll give you that. However, that doesn't mean you need to stop dating. I just want it to be organic, you know? A chance meeting. I don't want it to be some planned blind date. I know my Prince Charming is out there waiting for me. And how are you going to know when this moment happens?